All right, how we doing today, Gig Harbor community? Robert Wiles, I'm with Park Bench. I'm sitting here with John Fuller, the Gig Harbor Baseball Academy, also with the Narrows Academy as well.
Narrows Baseball Club. Yeah.
Narrows Baseball Club works with about 8 different teams, travel teams, works with a lot of the youth around Gig Harbor and surrounding areas. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about your history in baseball? I mean, this is not only something that you've been involved with your whole life, but you are passionate about this sport and game.
Yeah, so anyways, just growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, a lot of kids, and we all like sports, and we'd play baseball, football, basketball. It was a big neighborhood thing, and I liked all three. Baseball is one I took a real liking to at a young age, and just kind of worked my way through, Little League and all the way through up through high school, and then 1 year of junior college, and was fortunate enough to be drafted by the Cincinnati Reds out of there.
Beautiful.
Out of Bellevue College, and
went to the show.
Well, I didn't actually play in the big leagues, but played a long time with the Reds organization.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I met some really good people along the way. Tons of really good guys from all over the country, really guys from all over the world. Had some great instructors along the way.
Imagine the relationships you cultivate during that time are
one of them turned out to be my brother-in-law, Charlie Kerfeld, who lives here in Gig Harbor.
Amazing.
He works for the Philadelphia Phillies, and so yeah, I've been a lot of good people, kept the connections, and
awesome.
Just kind of stayed in baseball, and came back to didn't make the big leagues, but once I got back home, had young kids at home, and it's like, hey, it's time to make an adjustment here in life. So I just figured, how can I stay in baseball? And here it is. We just started the academy about 20 years ago, and yeah,
here we are today.
It's still going. Yeah.
So not only do you support this community with all the help you do, all the giving back you do, all the time and really selfless energy that you put into this organization, really can't see on paper. But I mean, let's just talk about the lives that you've touched over the last 20 years. I mean, let's just take a couple of examples of some kids that you've not only seen get drafted by major league programs, but get full rides to D1 colleges. That's a big deal for a family and for an individual, for you to actually find that, hone that craft, and bring it up to the level of the big leagues.
Yeah, I think, so when I started the academy, it wasn't meant for, we're just trying to get guys to the big leagues. It was kind of start with 8-year-olds and, get them ready for Little League. Little League kids, get them ready for the middle school age group. Middle school, get them ready for high school.
Really pushing the fundamentals.
Yeah, push the fundamentals, and then, getting them ready for the next level, whatever they're going to be at. We're just fortunate enough along the way that we've had tons of good talent coming through. And I think we've had 4 or 5 kids that have been through the academy and played for the Narrows Baseball Club. They're playing pro ball. Scott Schultz was our first one. He was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks. He is now a local fireman, a firefighter. Yeah, great guy. He's also come back to help out quite a bit.
Awesome.
Michael Tolley is in the big leagues. He's in the big leagues with the Rockies right now. Just got called up again the other day. Shane Matheny, Chad Stevens. Those guys are in the minor leagues right now with Houston, and Chad's with Houston, and Matheny's in AAA with
all started out here.
The Giants, yeah. So these guys started out as youngsters and came through the program. All of them great listeners, and as were a lot of kids that didn't play pro ball.
Right.
A lot of kids still come back that went through our program. They're now coaching with us. It's
just
kind of cool how it keeps kind of circulating through.
Full circle.
Yeah,
so that's a testament to you, your leadership, your mentoring. You get these kids that go through the program, and that's something I was just going to hit on. They come back and they give back to the program.
Exactly.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
We try to teach the game the right way. We're not into all the new analytics. It's more about just teaching the game the right way. If they get to a certain level where all that stuff comes into play in college and pro ball, then so be it.
Up to them.
Ours is just kind of
grassroots fundamentals.
Yeah, teach the game the right way.
Love it.
And a lot of them still play that way. All of them do. And we've had some good fortunes with our guys when they do go play college ball. They're ready to go. You don't see a lot of kids backing out of school. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of them out there. And there's a lot more coming from the area.
Absolutely. So it's nonstop. What kind of treat is that for you to actually see your work, all this effort, the culmination of all these events that take place, and then you see this little shining star
think,
out on the diamond.
Yeah, I didn't play in the big leagues, but I got real close and played with a lot of guys and against a lot of guys that did have long careers in the big leagues. And I know how hard it is just to get to that level,
100%.
and to see these guys get to experience that same thing.
Even to get to the level you were at. Let's not cut yourself short.
There's nothing like, in any sport really, but for me, just because I know more about baseball, once you get past high school and you get a chance to play past high school, anything can happen.
100%.
So
right place, right time.
Yeah. So these guys, it's fun to watch them. We keep our eyes on all of them, and we hear back from a lot of them. A couple of guys in pro ball were just texting me yesterday.
That's great.
So, yeah,
that's what it's all about, man. And it's such a cool deal to be able to come back to Gig Harbor, where you're from, kind of where it all started.
Yeah.
Gig Harbor's a special place. It's hard to really explain to people that haven't been there. That's why if somebody asks me where I'm from, I say, oh, it's just a little town in Washington. I don't really want to assimilate with Seattle, but it is just a special place.
It's like our good friend Corey Brock. He didn't play in the big leagues, but he's a big league sports writer.
Unbelievable. It's all full circle.
Live right across the street from here. Grew up in Huckleberry Acres.
Born and raised right here.
Right here.
Guy's a great talent as well. That's another story I'm going to have to do. Hey, John, real quick before we wrap up, I mean, I can't stress enough how awesome you are with this community, what you give back. I've known you for over 40 years. Fortunate enough that right now it's just a couple young 50-year-olds. But we definitely, what I've seen myself firsthand is so impressive. You go to these games, you admire what you do because you see the joy on these families, on these kids. This is something that you're bringing, a service you're bringing to the community. Why don't you just give us a little bit of just some stuff on what we can do, how we can get a hold of you, what numbers we can call, things of that nature that we can contact to get some
I think
lessons and things.
Best thing is phone number for contact for lessons, 253-514-9196. That's for lessons, any kind of program we have coming up. We have a website that's actually being redone right now, so that's not up and running yet, but it will be probably within a month.
Okay.
But just contact me and we get kids going. I got several instructors here. I get pretty fully booked, and it's tough to get in with me sometimes, but we get with Riley Palmer, Cam McIntosh. They do a great job. we have a couple of pitching guys that come in, so.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Let's give them that
all the
number.
options.
Let's give them that number one more time.
253-514-9196.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, man, this has been really fun. Really appreciate your time, Johnny. Johnny Ballgame, let's take it easy on the wrist from throwing those heaters.
Yeah.
Thanks again, buddy.